on a daily, feeling like Gresh unleashed.
Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the recap version of Beyond the Universe, where I give you a quick recap of everything that happened in WWE 2K Universe mode. Taking it back to the Royal Rumble in Tokyo, Japan during the Men's Royal Rumble match, where we were down to the final two as Daniel Bryan felt he had the win in the bag, but instead of eliminating Pete Dunne, he decided to torture not only him but the crowd as well when he brought back the Yes chants, despite disowning the Yes movement in favor of the Rebellion. But Bryan's past sins came back to haunt him when Rusev struck as he was out for blood for what Bryan did to him during their quote-unquote meeting at a neutral location 6 days prior. And with that attack, it opened the door for Pete Dunne to connect with the bitter end and bring a bitter end to Bryan's hopes of winning the Royal Rumble match. "24 hours later, the Bruiserweight kicked off Monday Night Carnage on Cloud 9 with his eyes focused on Atlanta, Georgia for the show of shows, WrestleMania. But his celebration was swiftly interrupted by the arrival of the CEO of Beatdown Corporation, MVP, delivering a message on behalf of the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. But then MVP decided to get personal by mentioning Dunne's family, which was a grave mistake, and for the second night, MVP's actions came back to haunt him. And then the deranged Eric Young attacked Pete Dunne once again with a pile driver. Fortunately for Pete, he avoided injury, but Young won't be able to avoid this, as per the cabinet is Eric Young versus Pete Dunne on this coming Monday Night Carnage. For the first time in this series history, we held a Women's Royal Rumble match and we were down to the final two, Io Shirai and the injured Sasha Banks. No thanks to a jealous Bayley, the boss had quite the mountain to climb, as she almost did. But it was the home field advantage of the Genius of the Sky and the beautiful moonsault that was enough to suck the life out of the Standard, allowing Io to eliminate Sasha and stamp her ticket to WrestleMania. No rest was for the wicked, as 24 hours later Io saw action from the highly impactful HBIC in Mia Yim, and nothing was going to stop the momentum of Shirai, who connected with a Tiger Feint Kick moonsault combo to pick up the win, sending a message to the entire locker room. Taking nothing away from a game Mia Yim, Io is on another level. But then Io's celebration was cut short by a vengeful Kairi Sane, because if you remember, Io eliminated Kairi during the Rumble, which the Pirate Princess took personally. Will we see these two former best friends clash at some point? During the Royal Rumble kickoff show, the Rebellion's Zack Ryder ran into someone who has quite the history with the group, the returning Hideo Itami. In his first match back since WWE Ground Zero, and within minutes of the bell ringing, Itami put Ryder to sleep with the GTS not once but twice to secure his first reign in a dominant fashion as WWE World Television Champion. And 2 weeks after winning the championship, the leader of the Go to Sleep Club will appear live on Monday Night Carnage with a special announcement in regards to the TV title itself. Now we're about to enter who is going to be lucky number 14. What the? What the? What the hell? What is this? Rollins is looking confused as we saw some footage of an old act that he did. But who is this? The anticipation is building up, but is that? What is going on? What? Wait. No. Oh my God! Lio Rush is back! You thought you sacrificed Lio Rush, but he is back. The last time we saw Lio, he was having his head stomped in by that man Seth Rollins. A ghost from the past has came to collect. Lio Rush is number 14 in the Royal Rumble. Look at the eyes. He is focused. Oh, Rollins is stunned. And Lio sending both men crashing to the outside. The black hand meets the black heart. Lio doesn't give a damn about the win. He wanted revenge, and he just got it. He is getting it right now. Oh, he's going for the chair. This man cost him 4 months of his career. 4 months. Now he's looking for his receipts and his pound of flesh. Oh, shot to the midsection with the chair. And a DDT. That is the Black Heart. If you don't know who the Black Heart is, do your YouTube research. Do your Google research. Look at Wikipedia. The Black Heart is Lio Rush's alter ego, if you will. He is evolved from the heart of Lio. When he has done wrong, he brings out the Black Heart. He brings out the man who is obsessed with destruction. Oh, he has a table set up. What is he going for here? He is here for sweet revenge. No, an elbow drop through the table. Lio doesn't give a damn about the win. He wanted revenge, and he got him as he telling Rollins he'll see him soon. At the Rumble, you saw the return of Lio Rush, but he wasn't the same as he left. This was the Blackheart, who delivered quite the intriguing message to Seth Rollins and the Order, which you can view right here on the channel. The clash between the Black Hand and the Blackheart is inevitable. Piss me off. He's taking clear advantage of the rules. There's no disqualification in the Royal Rumble match. And now both Walter and Pete Dunne have been taken out, and Daniel Bryan is... what the... holy shit! Jon Moxley! Or should I say Dean Ambrose, whatever you want to call it. That is Jon Moxley, as Ambrose was fired last June after attacking Shane McMahon. And apparently, I guess a new deal has been made to re-sign him under his other name. And now they try to get in his face. Death Rider on the concrete. Moxley is back. Moxley is back. And now here we go. Oh my God, an elevated Death Rider. Moxley is in the Royal Rumble, entering in at number 29 after taking out Mustafa Ali. That is right, former WWE World Heavyweight Champion Jon Moxley, formerly known as Dean Ambrose, is back in the WWE. Why is he back? Who re-signed him after the way he left the company last June? Mox speaks next week. Taking it back to the men's Royal Rumble match, Adam Cole was on the verge of being eliminated by Killian Dane until his luck showed his head with the entry of fellow Undisputed Era member Roderick Strong, preventing the leader of the UE from being eliminated. And after Cole, Jay White, and Strong appeared to be on the same page, the former US champion showed Cole that it's every man for himself when he eliminated his cohort, much to the shock of the fans, the Switchblade, Cole, and even myself. On Carnage, I thought there was going to be some kind of fallout between the two, but Adam Cole assured Strong that wasn't the case, and he secured them a rematch for the tag team titles. with Bobby Fish out with a broken rib and Kyle O'Reilly stepping away from the building for undisclosed reasons, Cole and Strong were the only two members of the UE to challenge Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins for the tag straps. And when it appeared that UE had everything in control, the Panama City Playboy's true intentions were revealed when he caught Roddy with a super kick, ripped off his UE armband, and unleashed a relentless assault on Roddy before telling him to do something that I can't repeat unless I want to be demonetized, before laying him out with the last shot with his bare knee exposed, which set up for Montez to connect with the From the Heavens Frog Splash and secure the Profits the tag team titles longer than 24 hours. Confused and conflicted, Kyle O'Reilly immediately confronted Adam Cole about his actions, which Cole answered that he has no problem with Kyle, but he's done as the Profits celebrated their win. You have to ask, is this the end of the Undisputed Era? Prior to the Royal Rumble, the Women's Championship ranking system was frozen, but since the conclusion of that event, the rankings have been updated to the following, with Shayna Baszler sitting at number 1 after quite the showing in the Women's Rumble with 6 eliminations. You can always be kept up with the rankings by visiting joshuagresham.org. And speaking of the Royal Rumble, it was an incredible Women's Championship match between Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley, but the conclusion of the match has everyone questioning the relationship between the EST and the BDC when MVP came down and handed Bianca a pair of brass knuckles, distracting the official long enough for Belair to lay out the nightmare before putting the challenger away with the second KOD of the night to retain the women's title. This past Monday on Carnage, it was announced that the EST will speak on all the rumors. Is she with the BDC? Was this a favor courtesy of her husband, Montez Ford? We'll find out all the answers on Monday. Taking it back to the conclusion of the Men's Rumble match, Rusev in many ways cost Daniel Bryan his opportunity at main eventing WrestleMania again with his attack on the leader of the Rebellion. 24 hours later, Rusev once again chased Daniel Bryan away from ringside, and towards the end of the show, we found out what happened to the former WWE Champion. He ran into Aleister Black. As of now, we don't know what happened to Rusev. Hopefully, we can provide more information when we are made aware. And finally, at the Royal Rumble, Apollo Crews took advantage of the chaos brought on by Bobby Lashley and Big E Langston at ringside when he struck Finn Balor with a shot below the belt before connecting with the ball game suplex driver to retain the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. 24 hours later on Carnage, there was a gauntlet match held to determine who would face Crews for the title in 5 weeks. Balor couldn't get past Big E Langston, and that opened the door for a showdown between Mr. Career Killer and the Chief Hurt Officer Bobby Lashley, which ended, unfortunately, in a draw. But that didn't stop the two big men from continuing what they started 24 hours prior until they were eventually pulled apart. After avoiding Rusev, Daniel Bryan returned to participate and thought he would get a default win in the gauntlet, but a familiar tune glared across the PA system as we witnessed the return of Kofi Kingston for the first time since being injured during the WWE Alternative Tour last November. And when it looked like Kofi was moments away from winning, the Rebellion's Wade Barrett and Chad Gable, who lost to Balor earlier in the gauntlet, made their presence felt until Kevin Owens, who was screwed once again by this group during the gauntlet, struck and took out both Gable and Barrett, which opened the door for Kofi to connect with Trouble in Paradise to pick up the win and set the stage for him to meet the guy who injured him in the first place for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship on a special edition of Monday Night Carnage dubbed Carnage Gold Rush. Let us now take you to some exclusive footage that was captured following Carnage this past Monday. As you can see, the road to WrestleMania now has a roadblock as we build to the special edition of Carnage, dubbed Carnage Gold Rush. The matches that you think are set in stone for Mania can be changed in an instant. This has been your weekly recap of everything going on in Universe Mode. If you are new to the channel, make sure you are subscribed with those notification bells turned on to be notified whenever we premiere each episode of Carnage and pay-per-views. As well as if you want to go above and beyond and support the channel monetarily, then go ahead and join the G-Click membership on this channel. There's a button there that says join, where you'll have options to choose from enhancement to exalted one. You can also support via Patreon, patreon.com/GreshDigital. Whichever you choose, you'll have early access to videos before the public, among other perks. Your support is appreciated nonetheless. I have been your voice of deviltry, Gresh, and I'll see you guys later. I'm out.